Hello all, I welcome you to the fourth lecture of this welding process series. My name is Divyanshu Pandey. I've done my master's from IIT Kanpur. I'm having 3 years of teaching experience and currently working on the Techie project as an assistant professor in Engineering College, Jhalawar. So till now, in last three lecture, we have seen the basic definition of welding process, so the introduction of welding process and different classification of welding, and we have also seen the weld preparation, different kind of joint in welding process, and we have in last lecture we have seen the power sources which we need in welding process. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the power characteristics. So this topic is very important. As per exam point of view, and the question from this topic is used to ask in every kind of exams. Okay, so let's start with today's topic. So what are the categories of power sources, what are the categories of different power sources characteristics which we use in welding process? So there are power source can be categorized into power source characteristic can be categorized into two category mainly. The first one is your static characteristics of power source. Okay, so static means the variation with respect to time is not present, and second one is dynamic, or this can be also called as a transient. So here variation will take place with respect to time. So as per our scope, our exam scope and our syllabus, this dynamic or pulse characteristic is not required at all. So we need not to cover this portion. We need to study this first one only. So हमारे syllabus में first वाला ही है, हमको first ही पढ़ना है detail में. Okay, so further, this static characteristic of power source is also categorized into three different parts. The first one is your constant current or drooping or falling characteristic power source. The second one is constant potential or constant voltage, and third one is combined characteristics. So what are this constant current, constant potential? All this we are going to cover in upcoming slides. So before starting with power source characteristics, we need to know the R characteristics. What are the R characteristics, and the dependency of arc length with voltage. How arc length is related to voltage. ये चीज पहले हमें देख लेनी चाहिए. So I am going to discuss about R characteristics first, and then we will start power characteristics. So let's say this is your electrode. Okay, and this is your simple workpiece, and the arc is generated like this. Okay, and this length is your arc length. So this length is your what? Arc length. Okay, and obviously this electrode and workpiece will be connected to a power source. So let's say this is your power source. Okay, so there will be a welding voltage here. We know that after performing during performing welding operation, the voltage which we recorded with the help of voltmeter, if you use a kind of voltmeter in this circuit. So during welding, the voltage drop which take place between this electrode and workpiece is known as welding voltage. So let's say your weld voltage is V. Okay. So now we know that V is equal to IR. All we know that's Ohm law. Okay, and now again R can be written like rho L upon A, where rho is your resistivity and L is the length. Okay, so now this is the and this voltage drop is taking place between two electrodes. So length, in this case the length will be of this arc. Okay, because between this your voltage drop is taking place. So L is here what? Arc length. Okay, so by observing these two equation only, we can conclude that your weld voltage V is proportional to arc length L. I think this is clear. This thing is clear till now. So now I'm going to draw a graph between. If we draw a graph between what? between voltage and arc length, then how this graph will look like. This is your volt, and in x-axis this is your arc length. Okay, so you will say according to this relation, your curve will look like this straight line. Okay, because with increase in length, your voltage is also increasing. By observing this diagram, you can conclude that. Or you can also say that if arc length is increasing, then your weld voltage will also increase. From here, we can conclude this thing. Now, I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to plot. I'm going to plot this over VI correct over VI graph. So I'm going to plot the same graph over VI characteristic graph. Okay. So VI in your power source characteristics, we use this VI graph where your voltage lies on the y-axis and current lies on the x-axis. So for a particular arc length, if we draw the variation of current and voltage, then we found a graph like this. So this graph is for arc length L1. Okay. So what I'm trying to say that for a particular length, for a particular arc length, the current increases with voltage or voltage increases with current. Okay. We know the relationship V is equal to IR. So this thing is clear till now. Okay. Now let's say if your arc length changes to L2 and L2 is greater than L1, then what will happen? Then this one is graph for L2. So here L2 is greater than L1. Obviously, by observing this graph only, you can say that since the voltage for a particular current in this upper line is more as compared to this lower line, that's why the length of this arc L2 will be greater than the length of this arc L1. Okay. Now we will say why this decrement in this graph happening, because as per this previous diagram, and V is proportional to current, so this graph should be continuously increasing in nature. So why this decrement is taking place in the initial part of this graph? So I'm going to explain that thing. So initially it is observed that till 50 ampere, your graph decreases like this, and after 50 ampere it continuously increases with voltage increases with current, but till 50 ampere voltage decreases. So why this is happening? So what happens when this spark generation start, when this arc generation starts? So initially the shape of your arc is like this. Okay, initially the shape of your arc is like this cylinder. Okay, and in this cylinder the current increases, the flow of electron increases rapidly, and because of that your resistance decreases. Because of that, what happens? Your resistance decreases. Okay, and now what happens? After some time, what happens? After some time, the shape changes into this. Okay, after some time, the shape changes into this, and your resistance start increasing, स्प्रेडिंग होने लगता है. एक्चुअल तो ग्राफ जो आपका आर का जो कर्व होता है वो इसमें चेंज हो जाता है. एंड आफ्टर दिस योर इंक्रीज इन रेजिस्टेंस, जो आपका करंट है वो भी इंक्रीज करता है, और इसके साथ साथ जो आपका करंट है वो तो इंक्रीज कर ही रहा है. ओके, सो व्हाट हैपेंस due to formation of this curve from after 50 ampere, the voltage and current behave like this along this curve, and you can say that current is start increasing with increase in voltage. So up to 50 ampere the shape was your arc is like in the cylinder one. Okay, and as the shape changes, this resistance also start increasing, and because of this, this your according to V is equal to IR formula, your voltage starts increasing with current. Okay, so this is the concept behind this little decrement in this graph. Okay, so I think this thing is clear till now. Okay, so now I think this arc concept is clear, arc characteristic is clear. So in this slide, I just wanted to convey that this arc length is proportional to your weld voltage, or you can say weld voltage is proportional to arc length. Okay, and the second thing is this curve. So if you draw the arc characteristic curve over a vi plot, so you will find out these kind of lines. And if somebody asks you that if you see this curve number 1 and curve number 2, so in which case the arc length will be higher, so you will simply say that in the first case where arc length is L2, so L2 would be greater than L1, because in case of L1, in a particular current, the voltage value is high. Okay, and because of this relationship, you can say that if voltage is high, it means arc length is high. So that's why L2 will be higher in this graph. Okay, so I think this is clear. Okay, so आगे देखते हैं. Now we are going to discuss about constant current power supply. Okay, so let me first plot the graph of constant current power supply. So constant current power supply characteristics looks like this. Okay, so your constant current power supply look like this, and because of this curve only, this is also called as drooping characteristics, or downward negative slope characteristics, because you can see that slope, if you draw a tangent here, you will see the negative slope. Okay, so because of this only, this characteristic, this constant current power supply characteristic is also called drooping characteristics or negative slope characteristic. Okay, now we need to understand why this is called constant current power supply. Why this is called a constant current power supply. So let's say there is a voltage variation. Let's say there is a voltage variation. Okay, voltage variation is from V1 to V2, and for this particular voltage variation, according to this graph, you can see that there will be certain amount of current variation, which is delta E. Okay, so if you compare this variation, you will find out that for a particular variation of voltage change, for a certain voltage change, the change in current is very less. Okay, so for a certain change in voltage, we find out that the change in current is very less. ऐसा ये ग्राफ होता है कि अगर वोल्टेज में ज्यादा वेरिएशन होगा बट करंट में बहुत ही कम वेरिएशन होगा. ओके, so that's why this is called constant current power supply. First of all, this thing is clear that why it is called constant current power supply characteristics, because for a particular change in voltage, you see that the change in current is very less. So ये चीज पहले हमको यहाँ पर क्लियर हो गई कि भाई इसकी वजह से हम इसको क्या कहते हैं, constant current power supply कहते हैं. And where this curve intersect with this voltage curve, this is your called VO, open circuit voltage. Okay, and where this cuts to this I axis, it is called short circuit current. Okay, तो वन थिंग इज क्लियर दैट ओपन सर्किट करंट, जब आपका बिल्कुल यहाँ पे करंट जीरो, ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज व्हेन योर करंट इज एब्सोल्युटली जीरो. Okay, because we know that open circuit voltage. What is open circuit voltage? So if there is no generation of arc, welding is not started yet. At that point, the voltage reading is known as open circuit voltage. Okay, and now if there is a, यहाँ पर अगर सीधे शॉर्ट सर्किट का मतलब आपको पता ही है, if there is no voltage drop at all, एकदम connectivity एकदम if you just connect your electrode with your workpiece, that instance is called your short circuit, and at that point the flow of current will be high, and that flow of current is known as short circuit current. So ये terms है जो आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay. Now we will see further about this constant current supply. So पहले हमने देखा कि the volt ampere output curves for a constant current power source are called drooping characteristic. We know that because of that negative slope it is called drooping characteristic. Okay, this is written also because of substantial downward or negative slope of the curve. The power source may have an open circuit voltage arrangement in additional to output current voltage. So this kind of power source have we can adjust this open voltage and this short circuit current. We can adjust this thing. ये इसमें possible होता है. Now कुछ और points हैं यहाँ पे जो हमें देखना है. So with the change in arc voltage, the change in current is very small. We have seen this thing. Okay. Okay, so this thing is important, and now because of this reason, because of less change in current, with a consumable electrode welding process, electrode melting rate would remain fairly constant with a change in arc length. So what happens in case of your constant power supply, since your current is almost constant and your melting rate melting rate highly depends upon current. Thus, for CC characteristic, CC means constant current. CC characteristics melting rate is almost constant. Okay, तो होता क्या है भाई, कुछ पॉइंट मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा. For a certain voltage, the change in current is very less. और दूसरा पॉइंट ये है जो आपके नोट्स में काम आएगा. So you can also write down this thing. So since your current is constant, and the melting rate depends on current पे ज़्यादा depend करता है. So that means your melting rate is also constant in case of constant current power supply. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? कि आपका जो constant current power characteristic अगर आप use कर रहे हैं, so melting rate will not change. The rate at which your filler rod is melting is not going to change. Whether you are increasing your voltage or decreasing your voltage for within a certain range, the variation will in melting rate will not take place according to this statement. Okay, now let me plot a graph. So this is your drooping characteristic of for your constant current. This is your voltage and this is your what you say current. And we know that for a particular arc characteristic, the curve look like this. We have seen this thing in previous, and this is your this curve is your arc characteristic. Arc characteristic curve, and this dome shape, this drooping curve is what? This your power constant, CC, power characteristic curve. So you need to know the difference between these two. So the upper one is your constant current power characteristic curve, and this straight line, the lower one, this is let me use a different color for this R characteristic. Then it will not be more confusing. Although we have explained this constant current sorry, this R characteristic in previous slide. So I think ये चीज आपको clear ही होगा. So this is your curve number 2, and this your the red one is your curve number 1. So 1 is what? Constant current power characteristic curve, and the 2 is what? R characteristic curve. Now these two curves intersect at some point, and let's say this point is P. So at this point, if you draw a vertical and horizontal line, you will get the values of voltage and, let's say, Vp and Ip. Okay, so you will find a voltage at this point, corresponding point P. You will get two values of two values. One is Vp and one is Ip. So this P is what? P is your working point. Working point. What is this working point? So for a particular arc length, this curve will be for a particular arc length, right? We have seen this thing in previous slide. So for a particular arc length, what will be your working? What will be your voltage and current? So this intersection point will give you that point. So this is your working point, and this Vp, and let's say let me write this thing individually. So Vp is what? Vp is your weld voltage, and Ip is what? Weld current. Okay. So these two things I've mentioned here. First part was your constant current characteristic curve. मैंने यहाँ पे plot करा. Why it is called drooping? I explained that why it is called constant current, because the variation of current is very less for a certain change in voltage. And again, since the variation in current is very less, because of that the melting rate is also less in case of melting rate is constant in case of constant current power supply. Okay, and now this point P gives you working point, and Vp is your weld voltage, and Ip is your weld current. So I think this point is clear. Okay, so one more thing I would like to mention here. Let's say there is two curve. Let's say there is two curve. Okay, so one curve is this, and the second curve is this. First one is A, second one is B. Okay, so if somebody asks you that which constant current characteristic curve is better between A and B, then how you are going to check that? How you are going to check that? So just do vary this voltage. Okay, do vary this voltage. So let's say for variation in voltage delta V, the variation in current in case of A characteristic, you can see directly from here that in case of this A, this current variation is very less. Delta Ia is very less, and in case of B, you can see delta IB is considerably high. Okay, so here you can write what कि भाई यहाँ पे तो IB is greater than delta Ia. So from here what you can conclude that characteristic of A is better, because in curve A your current is constant, and we are talking here about what? About constant current power supply, constant current characteristics. So you will say this, since in curve A the variation in current is not much, that's why the characteristic of A is better as compared to characteristic of B. So maybe ऐसा question पूछा जा सकता है. So that's why I just mentioned this thing. So by observing this curve only you can conclude this thing. Okay. सो अभी तक हमने देखा भाई कांस्टेंट करंट सप्लाई कर्व क्या होता है. अब हम देखते हैं भाई इसका एप्लीकेशन कहां पर होता है. वेयर डू वी यूज दिस काइंड ऑफ कांस्टेंट करंट पावर सप्लाई कर्व. ओके, सो these power sources are required for processes using relatively thicker consumable electrode which may sometimes get stuck to workpiece. Okay, so what this statement is trying to say, that let's say this is your electrode, this is your electrode, and this is your workpiece. Okay, so for generating electrode, we just make contact with this electrode and workpiece, and after that, if this your workpiece and electrode get stuck together, then what will happen? Then current will increase in a very high rate. Current will increase in a very high rate in a simple power connection supply. ओके, क्योंकि आप अगर दोनों को आप कनेक्ट कर दोगे, शॉर्ट सर्किट हो जाएगा और करंट बहुत तेजी से फ्लो होने लगेगा. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ हाई रेट ऑफ फ्लो, ये हाई रेट ऑफ फ्लो, your the melting of this electrode will happen in a abrupt way, and proper welding operation will not happen. So to avoid this kind of thing, where we use consumable electrode and thick electrode, we use constant current power supply. Then what will happen? What will happen when a constant current power supply is used? Then if this electrode comes with contact with this workpiece, although voltage drop will take place, because if you connect this electrode with workpiece, then what will happen? Your voltage will drop. Okay, voltage drop will take place. Okay, but since it is a constant current power supply, so according to that grouping characteristics, the change in current will be very less. Okay, so the change in current will be very less, and because of that, this melting rate will not change. Melting rate will not change, and the abrupt melting phenomena will not happen. ठीक है, तो साधारण भाषा में कहने का मतलब ये है कि अगर यहाँ पे कांस्टेंट करंट पावर सप्लाई यूज करेंगे और इसको अगर डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे चिपका दिया आपने, ओके, सो देयर इज नो एयर गैप, सो देयर इज नो मच पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस हियर, पोटेंशियल एकदम खत्म ही हो जाएगा, कह सकते हैं आप. ओके, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट योर करंट शुड इंक्रीज very high in a very high rate. But what happens in case of constant current power supply, because of doping characteristic, current आपका इतनी तेजी से नहीं बढ़ता है, and that's why your melting rate will be in a controlled melting rate will be constant, and that thing will not increase abruptly, and you can say that your welding can be handled with in a precise manner. कोई ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. तो इसीलिए इसको हम कहाँ यूज करते हैं? फॉर थिक एंड कंज्यूमेबल इलेक्ट्रोड्स. एक चीज और है, आगे देखते हैं. With non-consumable tungsten electrode, where during touching of electrode for starting the arc may lead to damage of electrode if current is unlimited. So same thing जैसा मैंने अभी आपको बताया. In case of tungsten electrode also, for generating arc, what we do, we connect this electrode to your workpiece. And again, if we are not going to use this constant current power supply over there, then this current will increase in a very high rate, and because of increase in high rate current क्या होगा, आपका जो इलेक्ट्रोड है वो डैमेज हो सकता है. सो इसको रोकने के लिए हम कांस्टेंट करंट सप्लाई यूज करते हैं नॉन कंज्यूमेबल टंगस्टन इलेक्ट्रोड से वेल्डिंग के लिए भी, जहां पे चांसेस होते हैं कि अनलिमिटेड करंट सप्लाई हो जाए, ऐसे जगह पर हम यूज करते हैं, बिकॉज वी डोंट वांट टू डैमेज आवर इलेक्ट्रोड by the flow of high current. Okay, अब हमको कि कैसे हाई करंट फ्लो हो जा रहा है, तो सिंपल सा मतलब है ना, यू हैव अ कनेक्शन राइट लाइक दिस इज योर वायर एंड दिस इज योर you can say this is your metallic piece, and by joining this you are completing the circuit. So obviously when you complete this circuit, the current will flow. Okay, करंट बढ़ जाएगा इस सर्किट में, क्योंकि करंट फ्लो होने लगेगा. एंड इफ देयर इज अ गैप बिटवीन दिस टू सर्फेसेस, देन there will be potential difference, but there will be no current flow between these two things. Okay, so this is what is happening here. When we just connect this electrode with your workpiece, then voltage drop take place, and because of that current will increase, and we don't want to increase your current by that amount, क्योंकि अगर उतना अमाउंट से करंट बढ़ जाएगा तो भाई इसमें मेल्टिंग रेट भी बढ़ जाएगा, और मेल्टिंग रेट बढ़ेगा तो आपका सारा ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉड और वर्कपीस है वो डैमेज हो सकता है. ओके, सो अगर कोई ऐसा वेल्डिंग सोर्स है, अगर कोई ऐसा वेल्डिंग मशीन है जहां पे there is a possibility of unlimited current flow, there is a possibility of unlimited current flow if the electrode and workpiece come into contact, then as in such welding sources, what we use in such welding sources, we use constant current power characteristic. Okay, I think this thing is clear. Okay, let's say what this third point is saying. a drooping characteristic as compared with straight characteristic. Characteristic means your constant voltage, जो अभी आगे देखेंगे हम. Also permits a higher no load voltage, means no load means what? Open circuit voltage, which is in order to prevent the arc from extinguish too easily. Okay. So what this statement is saying, that in case of in case of constant current characteristics, the open circuit voltage is high as compared to constant voltage characteristic. ऐसा क्यों होता है? टू ऐसा इसलिए होता है, जैसे हम ज्यादा ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज कहाँ रखते हैं, जहां पर हमें अपने जो भी आर्क है उसको एक्सटिंग्विश होने से बचाना हो. फ्रॉम देयर वी यूज हाई ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज. सो इन दिस केस, बिकॉज मेल्टिंग रेट इज नॉट चेंजिंग हियर, अगर आर्क लेंथ अगर ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है, इफ वोल्टेज इज चेंजिंग, वोल्टेज चेंज का मतलब क्या है? इफ यू आर गोइंग टू चेंज आर्क लेंथ, देन voltage will change. Let's say you increase your arc length by certain amount. If you have increased your arc length by certain amount, so what will happen? Melting rate तो उतना ही रहेगा, and because of this there might be possibility that your arc will not generate it because the gap is too high. So in this case, what we need, in this case we need to have high open circuit voltage. If you have high open circuit voltage, then what will happen? If your gap is increasing, इसके बाद भी आर्क प्रोड्यूस हो सकता है, क्योंकि आपका पोटेंशियल जो ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज है वो ज्यादा है आपके पास. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई इन सच पावर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, ओपन सर्किट वोल्टेज, दिस इज written here, a drooping characteristic as compared to straight characteristic also permits a high no load voltage, open circuit voltage, which is in order to prevent the arc from extinguishing too easily. ये चीज आई थिंक समझ में आ गया होगा. लास्ट पॉइंट एक और है जो कि काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. दीज कांस्टेंट करंट पावर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, कांस्टेंट करंट पावर सप्लाई कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आर यूज्ड फॉर मैनुअल आर्क वेल्डिंग. अब ये कहोगे ऐसा मैनुअल में क्यों यूज करते हैं, तो ये यहाँ पे थोड़ी समझने वाली बात है. When we do manual welding, what happens when you do manual welding? We do welding like this. Okay, we do welding like this. So in case of manual welding, we need to maintain the arc length. So it is not possible for a man to maintain a particular arc length over a certain time. So it is very difficult. आपसे कोई कह दिया जाए कि भाई 10 मिनट तक ऐसे आप सीधे लाइन में चलो, and you should maintain a gap of 1 centimeter. So it will be difficult. There might be some variation in this between the gap. Okay, and since what will happen if you are changing the gap between these two surfaces, so arc length will vary, and because of arc length your voltage will vary. So because of your arc length, voltage will also vary. So voltage variation हो रहा है, arc length variation हो रहा है, and if voltage के साथ साथ current भी change होने लगेगा तो क्या होगा? योर मेल्टिंग रेट विल चेंज. सो होगा क्या कि कहीं आपका गैप ज्यादा हो रहा है तो वहां पे कम मोल्टेन मेटल अधेयर होगा, जहां पे गैप कम कर दिया वहां पे ज्यादा मोल्टेन मेटल अधेयर हो जाएगा. सो साउंड वेल्डिंग तो मिलेगा ही नहीं आपको. सो दैट्स व्हाई इन केस ऑफ मैनुअल मेटल आर्क वेल्डिंग वी नीड सच काइंड ऑफ पावर सप्लाई सोर्स वेयर द वेरिएशन ऑफ करंट इज टू लेस. ओके, सो इन केस ऑफ कांस्टेंट करंट सप्लाई व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन यू आर चेंजिंग दिस आर्क लेंथ, so the melting rate is not changing because the current is constant. So whether you are maintaining 2 centimeter, whether you are maintaining 1.8 centimeter, the rate is not changing, the deposition rate is not changing. So that's why in case of manual welding we recommend constant current power supply because it is difficult to maintain constant length over there. Okay, तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे मैनुअल मेटल आर्क वेल्डिंग अगर आपसे पूछा जाए तो आपको सिंपल जवाब देना है कांस्टेंट करंट यूज होता है. क्यों यूज होता है मैंने आपको बताया, और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग है, ये आपको याद होना चाहिए. ये इस पे ही कई बार ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन पूछे जा चुके हैं कि which kind of characteristic power supply we use in manual metal arc welding. Now we are going to discuss the constant voltage power supply. Okay, so constant voltage power supply के पहले हम characteristic curve plot कर लेते हैं. So this is the curve of your constant voltage power supply, and if you draw this curve, so this is this look like this straight line. Okay, look like this, and there is very little change in voltage you can see. So and this change in voltage basically lies in between 2 to 5 वोल्ट, ठीक है. So voltage drop near about 2 to 5 volt occur in constant voltage power supply. So what is happening here? If you see, if you see this A to B, there is considerable amount of change in current. Let's say this is delta IAB. But if you draw to a horizontal line, you will see the corresponding change in voltage is very less. The corresponding change in voltage is very less. So what is happening here? For a certain change in current, the change in voltage is very less in case of constant voltage power supply. तो अब देखिए जैसा नाम है वैसा ही मतलब भी है. If change in voltage is constant, then it is constant voltage power supply characteristics. If change in current is constant, then it is constant current power supply characteristics. Okay. So I think this ये वाला चीज हमको लैंग्वेज में लिखना पड़ेगा क्या? I think आपको समझ में आ ही गया होगा. So let me write. Change in voltage is considerably less for a certain change in current. ये चीज आगे थ्योरी वाली स्लाइड में लिखी भी होगी आई थिंक. हाँ लिखा भी है. So it is written if the voltage remains constant when it is loaded, it is known as constant voltage or flat characteristics. Typically a voltage drop of 2 to 5 volt is normal. Okay. So this is also known as straight characteristic, flat characteristic ऐसा ही बोला जाता है इसको. So what is happens here? यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो कि voltage change नहीं हो रहा है. तो वोल्टेज चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, इसका आप क्या कंक्लूड क्या कर सकते हैं इससे? आई थिंक दिस शुड रिमूव दिस राइटिंग थिंग, क्योंकि आगे आपके थ्योरी वाले पेज पे लिखा ही है तो क्यों वहाँ पे फालतू में स्पेस हो रहा है. ओके. So what this is saying that your delta V is constant. अब थोड़ा सा अगर आपको याद करें आप, तो अभी हम जब पहले आर्क कैरेक्टरिस्टिक पढ़ रहे थे तो देयर वी हैव सीन दैट योर आर्क योर वोल्टेज welding voltage is proportional to what? Proportional to your arc length. We have seen that thing. So what we can say that if your voltage is constant, change in voltage is constant, then we can also say that arc length constant. Okay. So in constant current, what was happening? Their current was constant, and because of current, we said that the deposition rate or melting rate is constant. But in case of constant power supply, what is happening? The voltage change in voltage is constant, and that means your arc length would be constant. मतलब arc में variation नहीं होगा आपका, आर्क लेंथ आपका कांस्टेंट रहेगा. और पहले वाले केस में क्या था? डिपोजिशन रेट कांस्टेंट रहता. तो ये चीज हमको इतनी तो अब समझ में आ गई कि भाई यहाँ पर आर्क लेंथ कांस्टेंट. अब इसका क्या आगे मतलब होगा हम आगे देखेंगे अभी. Okay. So a straight characteristic maintains good control of arc because your arc length is controlled. That's why it is written that good control of arc length. Okay. So when welding with methods involving a continuously fed filler wire, such as MIG or submerged arc welding or metal inert gas welding, so there we need such kind of arrangement. Okay. So what happens when you continuously feed filler rod? When you continuously feed filler rod, so you need to maintain the arc. You need to maintain the arc gap because you are continuously feeding the rod. Sorry, the filler wire. Okay. So in such case, we use constant voltage power supply. And in this case, what is happening? This is current is controlled by feeding rate. Current is simply controlled by feeding rate of कंज्यूमेबल वायर या इलेक्ट्रोड आप कह सकते हो, ठीक है। तो अगर हम ज्यादा फीड से वायर, ज्यादा हाई रेट से इफ यू आर फीडिंग द वायर, देन द करंट विल बी हाई। इफ यू आर फीडिंग एट अ लो रेट, देन करंट विल बी लेस। तो यहाँ पर क्या है कि आपका जो करंट है वो किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है, फीडिंग रेट पे डिपेंड करेगा, ठीक है। और आर्क लेंथ आपका कांस्टेंट रहेगा, ये चीज आपको ध्यान में रखना है। सो वही चीज यहाँ पे लिखा है, विद कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज पावर सप्लाई द आर्क वोल्टेज इज established by the setting the output voltage of on the source. One more thing we need to know in this case, that let's say this is your welding arrangement. Let's say this is your welding arrangement, and we are talking about constant voltage welding arrangement. So this is your electrode, and this is your workpiece, and this is your power supply. ओके, सो व्हाट दिस इज इन, सिंस यहाँ पर जो है आपका आर्क लेंथ तो ये तो मेंटेन रह रहा है, एल जो है ना ये दिस विल बी कांस्टेंट। ओके, सो नाउ हाउ टू फिक्स दिस आर्क लेंथ, हाउ टू फिक्स दिस वेल्डिंग वोल्टेज? So this welding voltage and this arc length, or you can say this welding voltage, is fixed by this power supply. Okay, this is what written here. With constant voltage power supply, what is happening? Your arc voltage is established by what? By setting the output voltage on the source. So output voltage, जो source का जो output voltage है वो जितना सेट होगा उसी के हिसाब से arc length आपका सेट होगा, उसी के हिसाब से आपका जो वोल्टेज है आर्क वोल्टेज है वो सेट होगा। Okay, I think this thing is clear. And again, in this case, the current is determined by the speed of the filler wire. जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, अगर if you are feeding your filler wire with a high rate, then current will be more. If you are feeding with a less rate, then your current will be less. Okay. Now ऐसा कैसे होगा ये भी थोड़ा समझ लीजिए। तो आपको क्वेश्चन आ रहा होगा कि भाई फीडिंग रेट से कैसे करंट का कंट्रोल कैसे हो जा रहा है। So if you are going to feed, let's say this is your arrangement, okay. So if you are feeding your electrode with a high rate, then think what will happen. So this is your constant voltage power supply characteristic, and you are feeding your wire at a high rate. So what will happen? यहाँ पर जो wire है वो तेजी से आएगा, and then wire will try to touch this workpiece. But since it is a constant power source, constant power characteristic power supply, then arc length would be constant. But ऊपर से आप ज्यादा वायर इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, but according to this characteristic arc length should be कांस्टेंट। अब ये कब होगा जब आप जितनी रेट से आप वहां पे वायर प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, उतनी रेट से अगर उसकी मेल्टिंग भी होने लगे, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? योर आर्क लेंथ विल बी कांस्टेंट। and since in case of constant voltage power supply your arc length is constant, so if you are increase this feeding rate, it means your deposition rate will increase. Okay, and when this deposition rate will increase? If and only if when your current is increasing. That's why I am saying that for increasing the current, you need to increase the rate of consumable wire. So simply to maintain the arc length, आपका जो करंट है ना वो बढ़ जाता है अगर आप फीडिंग रेट अगर बढ़ा देते हैं तो। आई थिंक ये चीज आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि इफ यू आर फीडिंग योर वायर इलेक्ट्रोड वायर with a high rate, then what will happen? The system need to maintain the particular arc length, and to maintain that arc length it need to melt down the excess amount of feeded wire, and to melt down excess amount of feeded wire the system require high current. It means the system has increased the current. तो ये चीज आपको समझ में आ गया होगा। Okay, so now application. So the use of such power source is in conjunction with the constant electrode wire feed result in self regulating. अब ये क्या होता है मैं आपको बताऊंगा अभी। और self adjusting arc length system. Okay, self regulating, self adjusting. What is self adjusting here? Self adjusting means what? आर्क लेंथ ये खुद से सिस्टम जो है वो मेंटेन कर रहा है। दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड सेल्फ एडजस्टिंग, एंड दिस इज बेसिकली यूज वेयर वी रिक्वायर सेल्फ एडजस्टिंग और सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग आर्क लेंथ सिस्टम, और सिंपली वी कैन से ये ऑटोमेटिक सिस्टम में यूज होता है। ठीक है, सो ड्यू टू सम इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल फ्लक्चुएशन, इफ द चेंज इन वेल्डिंग आउटपुट अकर्स, it will automatically increase or decrease the electrode melting rate to regain the desired arc length. So this is what I explained to you कि if by any means if your वेल्डिंग आउटपुट आपका चेंज हो रहा है, वेल्डिंग में आउटपुट चेंज हो रहा है या फीड रेट चेंज हो रहा है, So what will happen? This will automatically adjust the current and increase the melting rate or decrease the melting rate to maintain a particular arc length. Okay, so this is called your self-regulating phenomena. I will explain this thing in next slide. Okay, and because of this only it is used in automatic welding process. जहाँ भी automatic आता है, automatic में क्या है, आपको अपने आप वहां पर क्या मेंटेन करना होगा, arc length मेंटेन करना होगा. Self regulating kind of phenomena होना चाहिए for automatic welding, and all these properties have in this characteristic concept में है, तो इसीलिए हम इसको हम यूज करते हैं in case of automatic welding. Okay, so if the arc length is to be stable, the power source characteristic must not supply too much for constant power source. ठीक है, अब ये क्या कह रहा है मैं आपको अभी बताता हूँ. स्लोप ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, आगे देखेंगे अभी नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में देखते हैं. यहाँ पर हम अभी समझाएंगे, लास्ट स्टेटमेंट भी हम देखेंगे कि इसका क्या मतलब है. एंड फर्स्ट वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दिस सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग. ठीक है, तो पहले हम सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग का देख लेते हैं. So the characteristic curve of your constant voltage look like this. Okay, straight line होता है, ऐसा ही तो होता है. और हमें पता है कि arc characteristic कैसे दिखती है. Your arc characteristic look like this. Okay, your arc characteristic curve look like this. This is your L2, this is your L1. Okay, so these two curves, let me use different color for your arc characteristic. So this blue color represents your arc characteristic, and the red one represents the constant voltage characteristic power supply of power supply. Okay, so now यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको समझना होगा. By observing these two arc characteristic curve, you can say that L2 is arc length L2 is greater than L1 because voltage उसके corresponding high है. ये आप simply बता सकते हो. ठीक है, अब थोड़ा सा समझिए यहाँ पे आर्क लेंथ जो है L1 के केस में, for L1 your current is this I1, and for L2 your current is what, I2. Okay, so you can see that if your, let's say initially your arc length was L2, let's say initially your arc length was L2, and arc length का मतलब क्या होता है, this is your electrode, this is your workpiece, and the arc is generated between these two parts, and this gap is what, यही gap जो है ना, यही arc length है. So let's say at initial condition for this welding operation with constant voltage characteristic power supply, the arc length was L2. Okay, now with some disturbance, any kind of disturbance, the arc length changes to this L1. Arc length changes to L1. Then what will happen? According to this graph, you can see that current will also increase to I1. और current यहाँ पे अच्छे amount से बढ़ रहा है, देख रहे हो आप. Current is also increasing by a considerable amount, and because of change in this current, and this current is increasing, not decreasing, increasing. So this gap जो है ये कम हो रहा है, और जब जैसे ही gap कम हो रहा है, आपका जो current है वो बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है. इसका मतलब क्या होगा? As you move this electrode downward, it means you are decreasing this arc length, you are reaching to this L1 condition, but since this is your constant voltage characteristic power supply, it will rapidly increase the current, and because of this deposition rate will increase, and again your arc length will be maintained to L2. ठीक है, इसी कॉन्सेप्ट की वजह से आपके जो कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज पावर सप्लाई कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है उसको सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग आर्क कैरेक्टरिस्टिक भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट योर सेल्फ रेगुलेशन ऑफ आर्क. तो आई थिंक आपको ये चीज समझ में आ गया होगा. इस ग्राफ से, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ग्राफ से ये चीज आपको समझ में आ गई होगी. ओके, सो अगर कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हो। आई थिंक एक बार और मैं बता देता हूँ। इफ योर लेट्स से योर इनिशियल आर्क लेंथ वाज L2, गैप जो आर्क लेंथ है इनिशियली इट वाज L2। नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ एनी डिफरेंस, लेट्स से द लेंथ डिक्रीजेस टू L1, आर्क लेंथ डिक्रीजेस टू L1, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन नीचे की ओर आ गया या फिर फीड रेट बढ़ गया कह सकते हो आप। So what will happen? Current will abruptly increase, and because of this increment in current, what will happen? Melting rate increase हो जाएगा, और फिर से आप घूम फिर के L2 जो आपका आपने डिफाइन कर रखा है इनिशियल आर्क लेंथ, वहां पर आप पहुंच जाओगे। So this thing is your called self regulation, because you are not doing anything. The system is automatically regulating its arc length. So this is called your self regulating arc characteristic. तो आई थिंक ये चीज आपको समझ में आ गया होगा। अब एक चीज और यहाँ पे देखना है आपको, जो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट में मैंने बताया था। So this is your voltage, this is your current. So let's say ये आपका एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ये है और दूसरा एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ये है। दिस वन, दिस इज योर ए, दिस इज योर बी, टू कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है। अब थोड़ा स्टेटमेंट पढ़ते हैं। तो स्टेटमेंट में लिखा है, इफ द आर्क लेंथ इज टू बी स्टेबल, इफ द आर्क लेंथ इज टू बी स्टेबल, द पावर सोर्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक मस्ट नॉट स्लोप टू मच फॉर कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज पावर सोर्स। ठीक है, अब इसको थोड़ा सा समझना है। Let's say there is a variation in voltage. Okay, so let's say there is a variation in A and B. Okay, so देखोगे for curve A, you can say, यहाँ पे कर देते हैं, variation is delta IA, and for curve B, variation in current is delta IB. So which curve is better for constant voltage power supply? ओके, सो आप देख रहे हो कि सेम अमाउंट ऑफ वोल्टेज चेंज के लिए कर्व ए में जो करंट वेरिएशन है दैट इज लेस, एंड फॉर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक बी द वेरिएशन इन करंट इज मोर। So you will say that if you are following this B characteristic, your current will increase in an abrupt way, और आपका वापस जो ओरिजिनल आर्क लेंथ है उसको पहुंचने में ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा। What do you mean by variation in voltage? Variation in voltage means variation in arc length. Okay, and in case of constant voltage power supply, what we need to maintain a constant arc length. Okay, so if you are varying, if somehow the voltage is varying, welding voltage is varying, means somehow your arc length is varying, then if a system regain its original position, if a system regain its original arc shape within very small you can say nap of time, बहुत कम समय में अगर जो पुराना जो आर्क लेंथ है उसको मेंटेन कर लेता है तो वो वाला कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ज्यादा बेटर होगा। व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दैट इफ देयर इज अ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक व्हिच इज टेकिंग वेरी लेस टाइम फॉर मेंटेनिंग इट्स ओरिजिनल आर्क लेंथ, दैट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक विल बी बेटर। और कौन कम समय लेगा, विच कैरेक्टरिस्टिक विल टेक लेस टाइम, वेयर द वेरिएशन ऑफ करंट इज मोर। क्योंकि जब करंट ज्यादा चेंज होगा ना, करंट ज्यादा तेजी से बढ़ेगा, तभी तो मेल्टिंग रेट ज्यादा तेजी से बढ़ेगा। एंड देयर इज ओनली सिंगल फिनोमेना व्हिच इज यूज्ड फॉर मेंटेनिंग आर्क लेंथ, दैट इज मेल्टिंग रेट, डिपोजिशन रेट। सो दैट्स व्हाई यू विल से दिस कर्व बी हियर, सबसे पहले मैं यहां लिख दूं डेल्टा आई बी इज ग्रेटर देन डेल्टा आई ए। ओके, सो यू विल से A is a better, B curve is better option. So B employs, मैं यहाँ पे जगह ही नहीं है, थोड़ा इधर लिखता हूँ। So here B characteristic B here characteristic B is better because arc length will 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 be maintained sooner as compared to characteristic B characteristic A, क्योंकि वेरिएशन करंट में ज्यादा हो रहा है ना आपके बी वाले में, तो इसलिए वहां पे आर्क लेंथ जल्दी से मेंटेन हो जाएगा. तो आई थिंक आपको टिल नाउ यू हैव बेटर आइडिया अबाउट दिस सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग आर्क कैरेक्टरिस्टिक एंड दिस कैसे किसमें कौन सा बेटर आप चूज करोगे दो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक कर्व में, ये भी समझ में आ गया होगा. Now there is one more combination of power characteristic curve and that is combined. So combined characteristic curve कुछ ऐसा होता है जिसमें आपका कांस्टेंट कुछ पोर्शन तक कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज होता है और कुछ पोर्शन तक कांस्टेंट करंट होता है. ये थोड़ा सा अप्लाइड वेल्डिंग प्रोसेसेस में हम यूज करते हैं. ओके, जहां पर हमें हाई करंट सप्लाई से एक थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट लगा देते हैं कि अगर इतना वोल्टेज अगर ड्रॉप हो जाता है तो उसके बाद हमारा जो सप्लाई है वो कांस्टेंट करंट हो जाएगा, जिससे कि एब्रप्ट करंट फ्लो ना हो, हमारा सिस्टम जो है फेल ना हो. तो ये बेसिकली आपको बस समझ लीजिए इसको, इससे क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा जाएगा, बट यू नीड टू नो इन सम एडवांस काइंड ऑफ welding process we use such kind of arrangement. So यहाँ पे लिखा है this process is used to assist the arc stating and to avoid इलेक्ट्रोड स्टिकिंग. इलेक्ट्रोड स्टिकिंग अगर कहीं अवॉइड करना है तो हमें कांस्टेंट करंट को बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ने से रोकना होता है, और इसके लिए हमारे पास एक ही ऑप्शन होता है, टू यूज कांस्टेंट करंट पावर सप्लाई. इससे ज्यादा इसमें ध्यान नहीं देना है आपको. ओके, सो आज का लेक्चर यहीं पे रोकते हैं. इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल सी द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस कांस्टेंट करंट एंड कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज, एंड आफ्टर दैट हम ट्राई करेंगे एक दो कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी करें इस पे, और फिर आगे की चीजें स्टार्ट करेंगे. ओके, थैंक यू ऑल.